Gluing linings. Hello everybody. You are in the right video if you want to see how do I glue linings, and I have a special trick that will save your day. So I'm Sofia. This is me. I started making violins when I was 17 years old. This is my grandfather that taught my father, that taught me. And this is my workshop. This is Bibi, the chief of happiness of the team here. And today we're going to glue these linings together. So what I like to use, I made these contour forms here that I use all the time. And then I will just now put it here a little bit so it doesn't move. And while I'm gluing the linings here, these will help to push and to keep the shape of the rib perfectly round and smooth. So you will see it together. So the glue is already hot, it's here, and let's start. We start from the lower one. So thanks for following me, and thanks for being here with me. And remember, if you have any question, ask me in the comments. I will be very, very happy to answer you. And here we go. Then I will add some glue also here, like that. Then I will place the lining. And now what I want to be sure is that when I'm putting the clamp, the line doesn't move below the surface of the rib. So this is very, very important. Okay, this video I'm working live, so you can see exactly what I'm doing from the beginning to the end. Okay, you don't see anything. Let me move this one here, and let me move like that. Okay, so now you should see better. Like that. I love this clamp. I got so lucky that one of my colleagues were selling them, so I jumped on the on those clamps, and my friend and colleague itself also said I wanted to buy them. So she actually said that before me, but she was so kind that we split and we got half of the batch each. So, and that's enough for gluing a whole side of the violin. So I will be forever grateful to the generosity of my friend itself that wanted to split with me these amazing clamps. Here we go. So I'm trying to see that if you can see I also can work. Okay, very good. Let's go on. I'm going to clean also with some water, so I don't want to have a lot of glue left over, like that. Then we're going to go here. And if you want to spend some time with me talking about varnishing, remember Friday, it's the day. So ask me in the comments and I will send you the link. Here we go. But today we are working on linings. So this violin will be Guadagnini model. And the name of this violin will be the flower hibiscus, that I love so much. I want to have in my backyard and front yard some of hibiscus bushes. I think they look so beautiful. And I will show you one day the album that my friend Daniela made in Florence for me for this violin. And she drew, because for the album, for the flower, she draws the, I want to have this a little bit higher, okay. She draws the flowers on the cover of the album, and she made such a beautiful drawing for hibiscus. I want you to see it. It's amazing. So if you ever are in Florence, I highly suggest to visit her workshop, and she is doing an amazing job. She's a real artist. So grateful. Here we go. As you can see, while I'm applying this clamp, and I have the double support for the lining outside the rib, the shape of the reboot's perfect. Here we go. Okay, got it. Now I'm gonna clean that like that. This is just hot water. It's nothing special. Like that. Okay, let's go on. I use this one here. So what I do here, I put one clamp on this side so that it doesn't move, so that I can use this other part here. Okay, let's go with the upper part. Today I'm going to a concert. And these couple of days here, I had Cindy with me, and Cindy ordered me a violin last year, and it's the violin Passerotto. So you will see it. I will work on it in this month. And she came here to visit so that she could build and be part of the making of Passerotto. So this is the first time that I'm doing something like that, and it's a very beautiful, great experience. Here we go. I always start from one side. I like to start from the upper and lower block and then go to the corner block. So I need to blow my nose, but I don't want to stop because the glue is hot. So let me finish to do that. I'm filming myself live, so you can see exactly what I do from the beginning to the end. You're not missing a part. Okay. Okay, these ones are too tight. Let's go that. You know what? I'm going to put another clamp there because I don't see it. I want to be sure that this corner is good. So I'm gonna use this one. All right, now it's fine. Where can I? Oh, here. I need to blow my nose. Sorry. Look at this gorgeous cello. It's coming beautiful. That's Maremmano. We're going to hear Maremmano playing soon. Let's go on. This part is done. Let's do the other part here. Move this one a little more lower. Okay, so you can see better. Here we go. And then usually I do the C bout for last. So I like to do upper and lower first. Here we go. I put the two sides, as you can see, the two corners, and then I push in the middle. Of course, these already have been cut at the right measure, so I only have to glue them. And be careful that you don't go higher or lower on the surface. So you have to work less later, and your rib structure doesn't risk to be too short. Good. Do you see the bump here? They will go away with this method, and it will look amazing. And I had so much success with my last Guadagnini model that I decided to make another one. So I will see where... I'm not making this for the special order. I like to make during the year some instruments that are like just as I want to make, like not orders, so that I can feel free to make them and maybe participate to an exhibition. We will see. We will see. And I'm using a beautiful back. I will show you in the next videos. All right, let's clean this one here. Let's clean this other one here. And let's glue this one. I have the contour form also for the C. I use always the same pieces for all the models because, I mean, they're good. They're enough for using outside the form. They fit all the forms. So in this case, where the C, don't make the mistake to put the glue outside. We want to have the glue inside. And also we want to have the glue in the little notch that is here. So I want to be sure that some glue goes there. That. So for the C, what I like to do, okay, place them. I go in the middle and I start from the center part. Here we go. Very good. Then, of course, when we are working on the C, we need to put the clamps on one side and another. They don't fit all on the same side. Very well. Let me do this here. Benissimo. Maybe this one goes this other direction here. Put this lower, like that. Bene. And these are really good enough for one violin. And then I see the glue coming out, and that means it's gluing very well. Benissimo, let's do the last one. And we go to the concert of the Indianapolis Symphony. I'm very curious and very happy. It's a great orchestra. This one, let's go like that. Okay, so again, we go on the inside because these are the C, inside, corners, and little notch everywhere, little notch. Okay, benissimo. Go like that. Okay, now I'm happy. Benissimo. I want to be sure that it fits perfectly. Here we go. These are really good clamps. They work perfectly for this task. Here we go. And the last one. And we are ready to go to the concert. So, last one. Clean with some water. Et voila. Ready to go. Thanks for being here with me. We have linings and tomorrow we're going to go on. So be sleeping there and we're going to see you at the next video. Remember to like and subscribe. Ciao, ciao.